Okay, everyone, I'm back. Hope you got some popcorn, some candy, and some soda. Or water if you're very health conscious. Let's continue on with part 4 of my retelling of the classic Jules Verne tale Around the World in 80 Days. Now, where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. I was in London eating some fish and chips. And went to a revival of Lerner and Lowe's My Fair Lady. As in the one with different octas, and not the ones used in the original stage show or the film adaptation from the 60s. Like, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. By George, I think she's got it. Trust me, My Fair Lady is a beloved classic. Like, come on, Delva, move your bloomin' butt. And wouldn't you know it, I actually ran across Jane Seymour, the actress who played the title character on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. A beloved childhood classic. So, Byron, what brings you here in my home country? Well, Doc, to tell you the truth, I made this bet with my evil older brother, who wants me to be his servant for a month. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. So I'm traveling around the world in over 100 days. Where am I supposed to head next? Well, I'd advise you bundle up, 'cause it gets really cold in the Swiss Alps. Gracias, amiga. Merci, mon ami. Danke, meine Freunde. Arigato, tomodachi. So I did just that. I headed over to the Swiss Alps, where the story of Heidi took place. As you can tell, or I did an adaptation of Heidi over a year ago. And trust me, it gets really cold during this time of year. Up on the mountaintops. But I managed to find a way past those dangerous mountains. And I do mean up atop the mountains. Hacia la montana in Castellano, or hacia la montana in Latino-Americano. And then I traveled over to China, mostly in Hong Kong, where they actually speak Cantonese. Ne ho, xie sai qian. I'm not good at counting in Chinese, but I do know how to count in from 1 to 10 in French, Spanish, and German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I actually found some martial arts legends that taught me some very good martial arts. Like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and Donnie Yen. Well, most notably, the legendary Bruce Lee. Hey, this is my world and I'm sticking to it. Because Bruce Lee taught me some really good Jeet Kune Do. You got to practice like water. That is how you master the art of water. And no, I'm not talking about that Avatar crud, which is obviously a blatant Naruto ripoff. Trust me, avoid that Avatar crud and stick to Naruto like I did. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of headaches. And Jackie Chan taught me all the ins and outs of how to become a professional stunt master. While Chow Yun Fat, Donnie Yen, and Jet Li also taught me some very valuable skills in terms of Chinese martial arts. And then I was in St. Petersburg, Russia, and there was a library that chronicles different Russian composers, like Caesar Cui, Mikhail Glinka, Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov, Iran Khachaturian, Sergei Rachmaninoff, Sergei Prokofiev, and my personal favorite, Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. Considering that all of those books are actually written in Russian, Ruski. Because I'm not very good at speaking Russian, except for two words, being privyet and niet. But I do know some Russian composers like Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, and Prokofiev. Then I also learned about the legend of Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov. And I do mean Anastasia Nikolaevna Romanov, who was the daughter of Nicholas II. And I also recognize two of Anastasia's siblings, being Titania and Alexei. Then I was also in the Russian concert hall listening to all those composers at wake, like Tchaikovsky and Prokofiev. Well, mostly Tchaikovsky, because of Sleeping Beauty, Swan Lake, and the Nutcracker. Which the French version of Sleeping Beauty is La Belle Boîte de Monde, but in Spanish it's La Bella Durmiente. The German and Japanese versions of Swan Lake are Dishvan Nesse and Hakujo no Mizumi. And the original Russian version is Lebedinoy Ozero. While the French, Spanish, and German versions of the Nutcracker were Le Casse-Noisette, El Cascanuenses, and Die Nussknacker. Like dun 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 dun. Yeah, that kind of music. And after the performance, I went to one of those Russian restaurants that served beef stroganoff, which I'm not really crazy for, because I've never been a fan of beef stroganoff. And then I headed over to South Korea and learned how to do some taekwondo and ate some kimchi, which was the complement to the ramyun, which is the Korean equivalent to the Japanese ramen or the Chinese lo mein. Even though I'm not good with Korean, except for annyeonghaseyo. Then I was also experiencing the nightlife in Seoul and Busan, South Korea. And I mean, I was partying like it was 1999. Well, in terms of finding some good quality nightclubs in South Korea. Mainly in Seoul and Busan. And then I headed over to Las Vegas, Nevada, mainly for the all-night, all-you-can-eat buffet, which was pretty much $20 per person. But trust me, I had my full of great quality food in that all-you-can-eat buffet, which opened all night. Because back in the old days, buffets used to be like $1. Like in that one particular Hi Puffy Ami Yumi episode, Rock and Roll, where Kaz took the girls, Ami and Yumi, to an all-night sushi buffet. And then they started seeing hallucinations about different creatures trying to attack them. And they found out that it was just a nightmare. Okay, this should be the end of part 4 of my retelling of Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days. Stay tuned for part 5 as I continue the story, and I'll be right back after these messages, so stay tuned, and don't touch that dial.